Happy snowy Thursday evening, everyone. Oh, goodness gracious. Hope y'all are well. Hope you've had a good week. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? There we go. There we go. I think we're good to go now. I think we're all set. Looks like Instagram's going. Surely YouTube and Twitch are going as well. Seems like we're hitting the ground running. That's all I can ask for. It is chilly indeed in the Great White South, and it is extremely cold in good old Lexington, Kentucky as well, my friend. Just a chilly state of affairs. I want to say howdy to everybody who is in the YouTube chat, and I'll say hey to folks over on Instagram as well in just a moment. Darren Wright was first. Said what's up. I said back, hey Dare Bear. The frozen land of Tennessee. Yes, Kentucky is frozen as well, Donnie the Linux Cat. Mr. Matt Porter stopped by. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to you, buddy. Popping them America corks. America. And Tony Bag of Donuts. Good evening, all you drinkers out there. Tony says as he's not drinking during the month of January, which, look, man, those with stronger wills than I have are indeed fighting the good fight out there. Ben de Gagne, -8 for the low here tonight, -20 Friday night here in Omaha, Nebraska. Goodness gracious. City in Kentucky, Monticello reached -22 yesterday morning. That's that, or it was not a record, but it was. It took the cake for being the coldest city in the lower 48. So Kentucky's in the news for at least one thing. I've seen so much disdain for dry January this year from industry folks. Industry folks can shut up. Honestly, like, I know that there's this big thing of like, oh, it's decreasing revenue for distilleries and bars and everything. Look, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. Like, what? For every, like, one person that's doing dry January, surely there are, like, 10 who are not. So they're gonna be fine. Donnie said that, John, also, that was John from Embellish Podcast. My bad. John, thank you for being here, buddy. And Donnie says, your avatar looks like a menorah. It does look like a menorah. You're right. 2 weeks from tonight, I will make my triumphant return to bourbon. Future cheers. There you go, Tony. Oh, hanging with Bill. What's up, y'all? What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. There were some folks who were popping through over on Instagram. Profound stopped by. 605 Bourbon Fan. Chris Hoop. WWWWW. And I don't know who you are, but thank you for being here. Johnny Embellish Pod. So you moved over to Instagram. But thank you on you moved over to YouTube, but thank you to everybody who's watching on Instagram as well. If you want to watch the replay, though, or listen to the audio-only version, that is either on YouTube or in the main podcast feed, respectively. Thank you all so much for being here. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the like. Hit that bell notification so you know when I go live, when new episodes of the podcast come out, whenever there might be a video that comes out as well. As few and far between as those are on the channel. But they're fun when they do happen. Every now and then. And if you would like to support the show, if you want to support our main man, the patron saint of TIMBP Live, Mr. Snuffleupagus, who back here has finally recovered and feels well enough to stand up on his own 4 trunks of legs. All our snuffy chats. You can find the link for that. The Stream Elements link is the easiest way to do that. If you use that particular link, then you will get your message showing up at the top left-hand side of your screen. I'm using my right hand and pointing to the left-hand side. You'll get that right there. And we're doing it. We're bringing something back. We're bringing something back that we have not done in a while, but this was offered up by our dear friend David Levine of Whiskey in My Wedding Ring, or the Whiskey Ring podcast, who's Glencairn I'm actually going to be drinking out of. It's sitting right in front of me. We're going to be doing a giveaway tonight. Haven't done a giveaway in a while. It is pretty cool, honestly. David brought this up, asking if I wanted to give away a tasting set of the first 10 Tennessee Taster / Distiller series from Jack Daniel's tonight. 2 ounces of releases 1 through 10. So, if you want in on the 2-ounce 10 sample set of the Jack Daniel's Tennessee Tasters, Snuffy Chats is your way to get in. $5 per entry. $5 for every 1 entry. And if you want to, there's many ways to do it, but the easiest way, of course, is through the Stream Elements link in the description below for the folks over on Instagram as well. Let me drop that for you. Irish Whiskey Explorer stopping by on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. Good to see you again. Becoming a regular for these Thursday night live streams. I appreciate you being here. Rocket Boy TY on YouTube. Did you see on Sealbox there's a cask-proof version of this Ben Holladay bourbon? I did not see that, but I very much want to try it. I mean, I do. I haven't even had this one yet, but we will we'll see what we can do. Oh, that's how it. San Francisco World Spirits Competition joining on Instagram. Holy moly, hello. And Tenchi-kun as well. Hello, Tenchi-kun. There we go. Now people know what the giveaway is. Now you're going to be able to see if you come in a little bit late. Prescription Bourbon, hello. Good to see you. Hiding in the basement? This is... I'm not hiding in the basement. I'm enjoying being in the basement. Ooh, Donnie brings up a good point, too. If you want to support the show on Patreon, you can do so by heading to patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast for as little as $1 a month, for as little as $5 a month. There's bonus content over there, including early uncut access to the weekly episodes. There's a bonus episode that comes out every Monday, and the pregame chats that come out every Tuesday before the main episode as well. Bringing sexy back? Yep. Sugar Kitty Meow, hashtag multitasking. Meow to you too, Sugar Kitty. It's good to see you. Donnie says, as a Tennessean, I can say you want a set of those Tennessee tasters. We have had them all, and they are worth it. I've had a few of them, and they are indeed worth it. I completely agree. Lakota4444 over on Instagram, pop it in. Thank you so much for being here. DM Wick1, hello. Good to have y'all. Thank you so much for stopping by. What's everybody drinking on, by the way? I'm about to just gonna grab this old Ben Holladay, this 6-year-old Missouri straight bourbon whiskey bottled in bond. Just gonna grab this. And oh, it's a screw top. I was not ready for that. What do you know? I was expecting a cork. I was not prepared for there to be a screw top. The more you know. $60 a bottle. 6 years old. Man, the bottling is so pretty too. DSP Missouri 5. 5th distilling producer. Distilled in the fall of 2016, bottled August 16th, 2023. Fall of 2016, I was a newly married man. I mean, by a couple months, but I was still newly married. Got some Tamdu 12 Scotch for tonight after mostly a local microbrew ESB. Nice. They had the red wheat cask proof as well. Sold out within minutes. Last I saw, the standard was still available, as well as the K-Luke number 8. Wife/accountant restricted the bourbon fund. Fair enough. You know, did you say it was Sealbox Rocket Boy? Yes, Sealbox. Crazy thing about Sealbox. Even though they are out of Kentucky, they are out of Louisville, Kentucky. They do not ship to Lexington, Kentucky, which is where I am, where I reside. Not sure why that is the case. I think it has something to do with the liquor laws, shipping liquor. But tried to order a bottle not too long ago, and I got a little frustrated. But that's just how it is. We got our first snuffy chat of the evening from Mr. John Hughes himself of the Embellish podcast. That is 4 entries into the giveaway. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate you, buddy. I need to start my spreadsheet, and Mr. Bill Robarge as well with the $20 snuffy chat. That is for you too, my friend. He says, why is this working? Oh, because it's not Excel. I don't know how things work. Bill says, can't win if you don't play. That is true. Bill, thank you so much. That is 4 entries for yourself and for as well. For John Hughes. I'm doing great with words tonight, as you can tell. This weather change, too. It is severely messing with my vocal cords, so I apologize for sounding a little bit more scuffed tonight than normal. Mike Green stopped by on Instagram. Mike, hope you're well. Hope you stop by over on Instagram or on YouTube as well. More of Stephen. Hello, Stephen Moore. Thank you for being here. Bourbon Lens, one of the best bourbon podcasts out there. Swinging on through as well. Thank you so much for being here, Bourbon Lens. Ooh, Bill says if you like Guinness, the non-alcoholic version is pretty solid. I have not had the I was between that and that that Budweiser Zero that we had on the podcast, but it's good to know that the Guinness Zero is something to look out for as well. Bourbon Lens, those guys are pretty okay. Thanks, John. Excuse me. Mash indeed, Miss Emily Chambers says. Definitely better than the Budweiser. Honestly, the only thing that really bothered us with the Budweiser was the fact that it was so watery. I mean, it was like Bud Light light, if ever such a thing were to occur. Mr. Bourbon Bites himself, hello Clifton, says cheers. Cheers to you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Are you live tonight? I don't even know. I'm so bad about keeping up with these things. Look at that, you are. You pick it, I drink it. That sounds like fun. Hopefully I can tune in for a little bit tonight. I am loving your new setup, Clifton. I think it looks real good. Really hope I can swing by for a little bit tonight. All right. We've let the Ben Holladay sit in the glass for about 5 minutes at Bud Ultralight. Yes. Again, I've not had this particular product yet. Little one's got a cough, didn't sound very good. I had a Ben Holladay before. I think it was the soft red wheat, but I had it back in May of last year. Ms. Peggy Knows Stevens provided it for the tasting that we had at our meetup. Which, by the way, if you have been keeping tabs, you know that TIMBP Weekend 2024 is officially happening. Memorial Day weekend, same location. We're going to be adding a day as well. So we got a lot of good stuff coming in 2024. I'm very excited about it. Oops. Josh Cawthon. Hello, Josh. Good to see you. That was right after the soft red wheat was released. So I definitely, I don't it was a very brief instance when I got to taste it, but it was good for what I remember. Mr. Josh Ballard stopping by on Instagram. Hello, Josh. Good to see you. One of the hosts of one of my favorite podcasts of all time, Tell Me I'm Wrong, which no longer exists, but was one of my favorites for a while, and I was actually on an episode. The guys from, was I on 2 episodes? I don't remember. The guys from Tell Me I'm Wrong were also on the podcast itself a while ago. golly, I don't know if you can really make this out, but the legs on the Holladay. Oh, goodness. I hear that Eric and Perry are hiring a tattoo artist to do TIMBP logo tattoos for free at the meetup. Wow. I can't believe that got out so early. Thanks John. Ruining the surprise for everybody. I couldn't imagine people getting the podcast logo tattooed on them. That's insane. Four Leaf Whiskey, hello Stacy. Cheers everyone. Hi Perry. Cheers to you too, Stacy. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for swinging on by. Oops. I'll do a tramp. You do a tramp stamp of the podcast logo, Darren. Man, if you can live with that, that's your prerogative, my friend. By all means. I mean, so normally on Thursday nights, Lucy and Eden are not at home, but with the bad weather, they opted to stay. They opted to stay here. So if you hear in the background from time to time, that is because they are here, and Eden has been sick. And she's hanging in there. You won't have to see it. That's right. You're very right, Darren. I guess your wife really wouldn't have to either unless... Well, I mean, again, your own prerogative. Don told you? I don't even know how Don knew. I don't even know how Don knew, John. I have no idea. You'll cover the cost of Darren's TIMBP logo tramp stamp? Bourbon Trail Runner, hello on Instagram. Thank you for stopping by. And Mad Mike 84KY as well. Mike, I hope you're not too mad about being in Kentucky and I guess being born in 1984. But thank you for being here. It's a little bit light on the nose. Good to see you, Mike. I hope you're doing well, man. A lot of berries. It's very red berry forward. Cheers to you too, brother. Red berries, chocolate, and a little. It's got a fair amount of ethanol on the nose as well, which I'm really kind of surprised by, considering it's only 100 proof. I like it. I like it. It's inviting. It's interesting. Friday night excursion. Darren gets the TIMBP logo tattooed in a tramp stamp location. I'm paying. John, look, I mean, you gotta get the all clear from Darren himself, but that certainly does sound like something. It sounds like something. A little bit of brown sugar too. If ever there was such a thing as toasted brown sugar. Kind of marshmallowy as well. I mean, it's kind of leaning towards s'mores territory with red berries. Don't know what's going on. Red berry light chocolate, that's mine. There we go. Easy there, fellas. Darren's second guessing his commitment now. I just want a bunghole tattoo. That is funny. He offered and there's a record of it. That is true, John. That is true. All right. Tired not drinking this. Cheers, everybody. Whoa. It's so cinnamon heavy. Hey, Perry, currently in the middle of our bourbon draft. I'll try to join more after my pick. Pat, all good. Thanks for swinging by. Hope to see you in a bit. I'm assuming the bunghole tattoo is going where everyone would expect. The belly button. I agree, John. Patrick, get the Blantons. Get the Blantons, Pat. Get the Blantons. The Holladay is so cinnamon heavy. Cinnamon French vanilla. Like apple crisp? How interesting. It gets points for being unique and being its own thing. I'm not saying by any means is it bad, because it absolutely is not. It's different. It's Missouri straight bourbon whiskey. How often are you having Missouri bourbon? Someone just took an old Rip 10 over a Lot B and Thomas H. Handy. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Here's where I'm sitting with this right now. And, you know, again, really the first time trying this, first time really kind of dissecting it, thinking about what's going on with this. And I know that there's the proof hound aspect to all of this, but I cannot imagine how great this would be at cast strength. I mean, this has got to be a killer product at barrel strength, I would imagine. But I mean, people have been saying that as well. Older at Van Winkle is not bad this year. I wish I knew. Northwest Bourbon. Cheers, everyone. Don't forget to hit the like. Thank you so much, Northwest. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming by, hanging out with us tonight. Worst case, I'll get Blanton's Gold or Stag 22A/B. Mama Marsha stopping by on Instagram. Hello, Mama Marsha. It has been a hot minute since I've seen you, but I hope you are doing well. And Julie like, cheers everyone. Hi Perry, hope you're staying warm. We left Lexington Sunday, got out 5 hours before they shut things down. Golly, Julie. I didn't realize y'all were in town. Would have loved to have seen you. ID Fancher on Instagram. Hello. Hi back to you, Mama Marsha. Good to see you. Is it ID Fancher or id Fancher? Julie, I do hope you and Dan are doing well. It's been a little bit since we've seen you, but thanks for coming by. ID. Wait, he said yes to my either or question. Whiskey Morgue stopping by on Instagram. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. ID. There we go. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised at how light this is in the glass for 6 years old. I feel like I'm getting a lot of corn, though. But not in a bad way, not like a youthful corn note. It's almost like roasted corn, if that makes sense. The Rickhouse Proof cast strength is really good. I'm going to be at the Holladay Distillery on Sunday. One of the perks of it being local to the Kansas City area. That's awesome. Josh, if you try a particular one that you think I would like as well, please let me know. I'd be happy to pay for the bottle and shipping, if such a thing were to be possible. But if not, I completely understand. But I would love to try some cast strength. Ben Holladay. This is really good, by the way. Just the Bottled and Bond is really spectacular. I feel like every time that I go back to it, it gets better and better. Oh, Pat, straight from the barrel or old Rip 10? I feel like you gotta go Rip 10. Well, I don't know. Straight from the, Blanton's is, 4 years old now, so. It's up to you. That's dangerous. Then we go down the road with our single barrels. If there's a cast strength single barrel that you get the chance to try, and you're like, this would be something killer for Perry to have, please let me know. Josh just became a stream VIP. He did indeed. Oh, Papa Ritter. I know it's a Pearl Jam song, but I don't know how this one goes. But Papa Ritter's in the house. Everybody say hi, Dad. Also over on Instagram, Darren swung by. And so did Chris, Mr. Whiskey Smoke Explorer himself. He said, hey, hey. Hey, hey to you, buddy. I hope you're hanging in there, doing well. But the horsies. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I feel like straight from the barrel. But at the same time, Rip 10 is such a fun bottle to have around just for people to be like, you got Pappy. You got Pappy, didn't you? Goodness. It's thumbing my way from my least favorite Pearl Jam LP. I honestly don't think I've ever heard that song before, which is crazy. They recently did a release of 2 soft red wheat single barrels, both aged right next to each other in the Rickhouse, but one had a little water added to it after 2 years. The difference is wild. It is crazy to me that, oh, Rip is gone. Gotta go for the straight from the barrel then, I guess, Pat. Distilleries can... what is it? I don't know if water is the right thing to say. Bourbon Boss Man over on Instagram, thank you for stopping by. 4 Thomas H. Handy's on the table, Pat. Maybe you should consider that. 3 now. Dang. This live update of your bourbon draft is crazy. I am a whiskey guy over on Instagram. Thank you for swinging by. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. But I'm assuming that this practice is limited to non-bottled and bond products. But if I remember correctly, distilleries can re-add or mingle barrels together to get them back to a full barrel. There's something weird about it. I can't remember specifically what it is, but it's even a a practice that Buffalo Trace employs. Like I feel like I remember specifically hearing Buffalo Trace does it. I have no pappy in the cache. Sad panda noises. Sad panda noises indeed. I actually don't have any pappy either right now. I haven't had a I haven't had a Van Winkle. I haven't had a Van Winkle in my collection in a few years at this point. But you know, it's to be shared. It's meant to be shared. So I think everyone should bring it up on the Spotify then. There we go. Thomas H. Handy is a good choice. I agree. Cheech Artolino. Hello, Cheech. Rock on, brother. I hope you're doing well. Maker's Mark Cellar available too. You can do better. You can do better. Maker's Mark Cellar aged is good, but there's better products out there. Some taters took that over BTAC, so that allowed us to get GTS this year. What did CYPB? Interesting. Way down under. Lil Morgan. Miss Lilith Morgan. Hello, Lil. I hope you're doing well. You and Chris hanging in there. It's good to see you. Love y'all. Excited to see plans already coming together for your trip to the States in 2024 this year. I still have that Van Winkle sample bottle. I forgot that I gave you a sample of Van Winkle. Makers fans are taters now? I don't think so. I didn't mean to imply that either, Darren. I apologize. I think Makers fans are probably some of the more justified fans. It was in jest. But I mean, even if it was in jest, I mean, I still feel like I don't know. I feel like I can defend Makers fans. I think that, you know, when you've got a product that you do supremely well, you know, it's okay to have people who are super fans of it. I mean, think about Ian with New Riff. I was curious too if it was empty as well, Bill. We gotta know, Papa Ritter. We gotta know. Is the sample bottle empty? There's Chris. There he is. Also, Urban Bourbon has stopped by on Instagram. What is going on, buddy? I hope you're well. Chris and Em. And Lil. Whew, reading too many things. We'll make time the next trip. This time was pretty booked and quick. Totally understandable, Julie. It's all good. I'm just, whenever you guys get the chance. So we've never actually hung out before. Ian is beyond a fanboy on New Riff. That is true. He's a super fanboy. I don't think this is anything too particularly new. But I don't see any reason not to recommend the 6-year-old Ben Holladay. I mean, it's a spectacular pour. And honestly, it just keeps getting better the longer that it's open, and that it's been sitting in my glass as well. There's a little like... There's a little bit of like a melon note on there too, which is interesting, but not upset about it. It's me. Okay. Okay. All right. Silly girl. I missed out on the Maker's Mark seller at MSRP, but lucked into an E.H. Taylor rye around the corner, and I'm calling it a fair trade. That is definitely a fair trade. Although I think you probably made out a little bit better than you would have with the cellar aged. But this is just okay. So for anybody who doesn't know, we reviewed the cellar aged on the podcast. It's been a couple months at this point, I think. A few weeks at the very least. But it's I was severely underwhelmed by it. There was nothing really significant enough about it that was different. Excuse me for just a second. Anyway, sorry. There was nothing significantly different enough about it over Maker's cast strength that would have made me feel like I wasn't having kind of the full experience of enjoying Maker's cast strength. So, it do whatever you want to, but I think that you're getting just enough with Maker's cast strength that anything above that you're not really going to be worried too much about. Chris, I'm looking at coming to Lexington for the last weekend in August. Perry for the UK game while Lil is in Chicago at a conference. I think you should do that so that we can all hang out. You could come to our tailgate too. You wound up with Taylor barrel proof, Pat? That's a heck of a win. As far as I'm concerned, I think you made out like a bandit there. Well, got a couple other things I wanted to get into. I got a very old St. Nick Immaculata Ancient Cask that was not bad. Nice! I've not had that before, but I have heard good things about it. Our tailgate is pretty awesome, Papa Ritter, you're right. Chris, we would love to have you. And anybody, too, if you want to come to a UK football tailgate and hang out with us. If you're in town, the offer stands. Picked this up at Liquor Barn when I grabbed the Ben Holladay, but golly, the wax is thick. Ken Marino stopping by on Instagram. Hello, Ken. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. We will definitely come and check out your tailgate as well. Yeah, please do. Oh my gosh. For anybody who can't hear, Eden wants to be Anna. So I guess Eden's playing Princess right now. Completely overlooked them. Can't beat $99. Absolutely. $99 for Taylor Barrel Proof is a great deal. Come on. This is a ridiculous amount of wax. Excuse me. Sounds like the baby got hurt. They have the Old Saint Nick in my local class 6, 165 though. Oof, worth. I think it depends. I don't know anything about the Immaculata Ancient Cask other than just kind of like brief comments from people saying it's good. But the other Old Saint Nick bottles that I have tried have just been okay. They've not blown me away. I think Papa Ritter and I did an episode on some, actually, a while ago. But I'm very excited about this pick. I have not gotten a Nulu in a while, but I felt like it was appropriate to grab this for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's got a great name. Wagyu. So, like, you know, Wagyu and Nulu. Mr. Dramhound himself stopping by on Instagram. What's going on, Adam? I hope you're doing well. But on top of it having a great name, this is also a Kentucky Nulu and 129.6 proof. So I'm super excited about this. I've not had Kentucky distillate Nulu before. They got a mistake on the back of their label saying it was MGP. The copy, the paragraph describing what it is and then the distilled by are two different statements. But anyway, highest proof Nulu I think I've seen. The fact that it's Kentucky as well. Just excited to try this one. Scott G8134. Hello, Scott. Stopping by on Instagram. Bring on Eden. I could, but it would be a mess. She would be the cutest little cheerleader. You're right. Ooh, Clifton's drinking some C918 to pregame for your stream. I had some C918 the other night. And it was wonderful. Bourbon or Breath on Instagram swinging by. Hello, I hope you're well. Thanks for being here. Need to get Grandpapa Ritter and Dane on again. It has been too long. I agree. We do need to make that happen. Not feeling so bad about picking up the Bookers instead than 2303. Pretty tasty. I think as well. It is quite good. Dad agrees before Dane and Lindsay's baby's here. Yes, before I become an uncle. We gotta get Dane on the podcast again. It's a little bit light on the nose. Oh, but there it is. Dude, it even kind of smells steaky. Hey. Ooh. Yeah, it smells like butter fried steak. Dad wants to see Eden. All right, hang on. Got your Anna dress on. Look. What's wrong? You're on the camera. I love you too. Yeah. I know. There's a lot of places that I have to look to make sure everything's working okay. Yeah. Everybody says hi. That's okay. They see us, but we don't see them. Berlioz, don't come in here. The cat tried to get in too.
Hey guys, I just hear you. I can hear you.
Hey, D says hi.
Hi, D.
He says I missed you.
I missed you.
Oh.
I love you.
She's definitely daddy's girl. Yes, Lil, she is indeed daddy's girl, especially right now. I don't know, why did that start all of a sudden? You and I just became best buddies.
You do it.
I do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's honest. He made me dear.
Yeah.
About one.
D says love you, Eden.
I love you, D.
Guten Abend. Hello, Max. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Where's Lucy? Lucy is in the other room, Chris. I don't think she wants to be on camera.
Hey, Chris.
She said...
Mommy.
Lucy just said, I'm good from the other room.
Mommy. Everybody's on it. But there's Peter. You want to see everybody tomorrow?
Okay.
You like to see everybody?
Yeah, I like to see everybody. I normally see everybody on Thursday nights.
You want to see everybody's family?
Well, it depends on whether or not we're all together.
You want to see my family?
I've seen your family. I kind of am your family.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
We are all family.
We are all family. You're right.
What is this?
Just found out Pantera and Blink are playing Rub, but not at the same time. That would have been a heck of a dual headliner, though. Where are you going? Oh, you don't want to sit in my lap anymore? You're not really on camera now.
And my tail dies.
You can jump.
And my tail dies.
There you are. She's such a chatterbox, more so now than when we had dinner. Yes, she is. She has a lot to say, don't you?
I say you dies.
I don't even know what to talk about. Don't pick your nose on camera. Real life is wonderful, yes. I'm drinking bourbon. No, you don't. Don't. Okay. Why don't you go find Mama? Oh, baby, no. Oh no. I'm so mean, apparently. Petitioning now for a sippy cup Glen filled with apple juice so she can be on the stream every week. Maybe. I might have. Maybe she and I can start a different show. D started this. That's fair. How could you deny Eden a pour? Because I'm trying to be a good father. You've done it now, Perry. Now Eden will only feel better if she goes to Pantera. Great. I'm sure she would love it. That's funny. I feel the same way right now, not being able to drink. That's fair, Tony. That is fair. Pours and patsies as opposed to pasties. Okay. I don't fully get that, Clifton, but fair enough. Because she's 3, indeed. Tarek. Tarek at Elixir Spirits in Tennessee is watching TIMBP live on the on the that is so funny. Hey, if anybody is near Elixir right now, go you can Oh, pours and passies. I gotcha. Pours and passies is really funny. I dig that. All right, so, well, we're getting close to the end of the stream, and we've still only... I know spell good, fair enough. We've still only got 2 entries, well, 2 entrants, I suppose. After our Pours educational seminar. There we go. Tarek said they're actually closed right now. Still, though, hope you're well, buddy. Love you, miss you. It's been a while. But if anybody wants to get in on the giveaway of 2 ounces of each of the Jack Daniel's Tennessee Tasters, courtesy of David Levine of the Whiskey Ring podcast, this is your last chance to get in. You can use the Snuffy Chat link below, Stream Elements, that link, or directly through PayPal or Venmo or whatever. $5 per entry. If you do Stream Elements, of course, you get your message up here on screen. Hello, Diana, stopping by on Instagram. Good to see you. Wasim Diab, hello. And Patrick Starkey, again, on Instagram. Still enjoy my Four Roses single barrel strength. Here in California, we don't always have access to what we would love to try. Absolutely, Mama Marsha. Absolutely. Hey, Diana. So, what we're going to do... I'm going to put Tony Bag of Donuts with the $10 Snuffy Chat. That is... Guess my keyboard needed to be reawoken. Clifton stopping by over on the Instagram as well. That's funny. Still can't believe how much snow there is in Kentucky right now. I agree. Miss Lil, all the way from down under, with the $20 Snuffy Chat. So that's 4 entries as well. And if you do indeed... Oh, Patrick Starkey. I heard Don was trying to win. Not today, old son. There we go. 4 entries for you as well. Thank you, Pat. And thank you to everybody who has supported the stream as well throughout the evening, whether you get in on the giveaway or not. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. What is snow? Snow is this beautiful white powdery stuff that you love when you're young, but when you get older, you don't care for as much. How much snow is there in Kentucky? We got 6 to 8 inches in Tennessee. We have not gotten that much. We got a couple of inches earlier in the week, and I think we're expected to get another 1 or 2 overnight. It was snowing pretty hard earlier when I had to make a little run out. But you know, I've only had the older people kind here in California. There you go. Snow cane. Cheers to you, Marty. Hope you're doing well. Mr. Whiskey knows himself. We had 3 inches the other day and maybe that much tonight. There we go. John with another 4 entries because he doesn't want to see Bill win. Goodness. Oh. Thank you, John. White privilege in solid form. There you go. Yeah. Snow in Kentucky is why when Lil and I move over, we will come home to Oz for December to February each year. There you go. That's a good reason to, you know, jump back and forth, or a good opportunity to do so. Three inches the other day and maybe that much tonight. Clifton said, can't say the same. Can't say the same. All right, 9:05, I'm going to go ahead, or at 9:05, I'm going to cut off the entries for the giveaway. But again, thank you to everybody who has so far supported and entered into the giveaway tonight. Couple more minutes, but if you want to what is this? There we go. But if you want to win a 10 sample flight of 2 ounces of each of the Tennessee Tasters from Jack Daniels, all you have to do, $5 per entry. You can do so by heading to the Stream Elements tip link below in the description. And that's how you can get in on it. Audio Deluxe. Hello, Audio. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Papa Ritter's gonna head out. Gonna bounce. Love and cheers to all. Bye, Dad. Love you. And what we'll do is we're going to run a randomizer on random.org. Just going ahead and getting that set up in the meantime. All right, 9:05 is hit. Cutoff has been made, done, whatever. It's currently 88 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels in the 90s, and we are still not at our max 80% humidity. That's insane. That sounds awful. All right, so again, thank you, everybody who entered. We will get in touch with whomever winds up winning tonight. As you can see, here is the list randomizer, all the names. 8 total entries for John, 4 for Bill, 2 for Tony Dagabonuts, Bag of Donuts, Will and Chris with 4, and Patrick with 4 as well. We're going to do top of the 5th spin. So we're going to spin this 5 times. Whoever's at the top of the list at number 5 will be our winner. So, here we go. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And for number 5, here we go. Congratulations. Best of luck to everybody. Bill Robarge with the win. Oh, John Hughes with all of your attempts and whatever. Sorry, John. Bill won. But thank you all so much. Congratulations, Bill. We will get those samples sent out to you sooner than later. And I do believe that does it for another edition of TIMBP Live. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for supporting the show, as you always do. Next week, I'm not sure just yet what's going to happen, but see you real soon. Until then, I love y'all. Happy Thursday. I'm Perry, and this has been TIMBP Live. I got too many things I needed to do. Too many. All right. That's just bye.